Rolling.
Rolling.
3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Something's different.
Something doesn't seem right.
Are the cameras all right?
The cameras look good, the microphone's on.
Well, now what are we going to do?
I think we have to make the call.
Isn't there something else we can check?
Make the call.
It finally happened.
Sure.
We've checked everything else and we are pretty sure it happened.
Is anyone else missing?
No, we're all here.
Okay. So they have been raptured. We're just missing the talent, right?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Alright. I'll be there in a minute.
I never thought we'd have to resort to the B team.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hi, today's Wednesday, June 15th, and these are your midweek announcements. We begin today with kind of the obvious. The Mary and Sherri show has been preempted. Sherri is away for a few days and Mary is not feeling well, and so we wish Sherri a restful time and we wish Mary a quick recovery. So you get me this morning. My name is Pastor Bob. I'm the pastor here at First Presbyterian Church in Carson City, where we look to open the gospel to Carson City and beyond. So here we go. Just a few shout out to everybody who came to the interfaith picnic that we had on Sunday. It was a really good time. Everybody was there that had great food, and no one blew away despite how blustery it really was. That's not our only picnic, though. Some of you may have seen a news report in last week's show regarding Mr. Potato Head. And that was all in support of our July 3rd picnic. After service, Sunday, July 3rd, here at First Presbyterian Church, out on the front yard, we're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs. We're going to be celebrating God's blessing of granting independence and freedom to this nation and the freedoms we enjoy. We've invited a number of other congregations to come join us, but after service, plan on sticking around for a time of fellowship, great food. We have our A-team grilling that day, and so we'll have hamburgers and hot dogs, sides aplenty. Come enjoy with the community this celebration of what God has done in giving us the blessing of these United States. We are currently in a break for the pastor study. We had a long winter-spring session, and now we have a break. And then this summer, beginning Wednesday, July 13th, we're going to be doing a video series, 10 a.m., 6:30 p.m. every Wednesday for 7 weeks. We're going to be looking at Ray Vander Laan's That the World May Know. And this particular segment is called Walking with God Through the Desert. And so because we're using a video, we can't broadcast it. So this is going to be an in-person only study. Do you have questions about what it means to be a covenant partner, what it means to be a Christian, what it means to be a Presbyterian, what it means to be a part of this family of faith? Well, on Sunday, June 17th, after service in the fellowship hall, which is directly downstairs from the studios that we're recording in, we're going to be having a class. Talks about those three things and answers any questions you might have. If you are interested in becoming a part of who we are, or it's just simply learning about who we are, what we do, and why we feel we are called to pursue the things that we are doing, you're invited and encouraged to come. If you are planning on coming, either put a note on the friendship pad on Sunday morning or make a call to the office and let us know, just so that we have enough materials for everybody to have when we are there. So again, that is Sunday, July 17th, following the worship service in the fellowship hall downstairs. Now we have a public service announcement. Beginning July 16th, 2022, there is a 988 suicide prevention and crisis lifeline that's going live across the nation. 988. It's going to be invaluable to individuals of all walks of life, but specifically those who are struggling with behavioral health, substance misuse, and suicidal thoughts. 988. And that begins July 16th. We look to be a blessing, and you never know when you're going to encounter someone who is in tough moment in life, in dire straits, in despair. And to know where resources are, the simple thing is to remember 988. It's a way to be a blessing to others. As I mentioned, Mary is not feeling well. We're kind of in the midst of another wave of COVID right now. And so we have people going into quarantine, we have people coming out of quarantine, and we're just seeing a mix and things like that. That's probably not news to you. However, I want to use this opportunity to remind you to be prepared, to be flexible, and to have a little more grace for this next season, as normal things are likely to be disrupted or improvised. That's what we'll say, improvised over this next stretch. I mean, we may have music changes on the fly. We may have preacher changes on the fly. We may have liturgist changes on the fly. We may have coffee changes. We may have fellowship changes. I mean, you get the idea. We may be rolling with the punches a little bit for the next season. So just be aware that those things are happening, and we may experience none of those things. We may experience all of those things. We may experience something in between. God only knows, and that's the truth. God only knows. We, however, can be prepared and rejoice if we don't have to adapt. But I just want to encourage you as we go through this season, just let's be a little flexible. So those are our announcements. Quick, easy. Hope you enjoyed them. As always, this is YouTube, so we invite you to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday in worship. Take care and God bless.
Rolling.
Rolling. 3, 2. Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I'm going as fast as I can.
Okay, I'm actually recording, so.
All right, so Sandy, whenever you're ready.